Kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We was slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it.
Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and
out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making a op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General Yahanna, you know. Whoa, check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't say oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies, and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box, and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromised, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know when we teaching that camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah, said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand.
Hey, I said I pray they understand.
We still here, still standing.
Shalom. Yahbashim Yahshua Brakatah, Lahakal, Akim, and Yahweh Shema Alatah, Bashim Yahshua, Lahakal, Akwathim. This is the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, Isupk, Friday nights. Lashawan Qadash. What we do, we teach the Hebrew language. We've been doing this for quite a while. Where we teach our peoples, their original language that they spoke before the language that they speak right now. Us coming back to our language, it's a part of us getting our inheritance back. Understand what I'm saying? So this is very important that we get this part also, as far as our laws, our customs, our culture, everything. We're trying to win our way back to the Most High's heart. And by learning this language, this is the language that the Lord understands. So, with that, say shalom. Davawah.
Shalom.
Shalom to you.
Shalom Yeshua, Shema Alata, Bashim Yamashar.
Good job. Shalom, Freddie. You're on mute.
Shalom, can you hear me?
Ka.
Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Most High Christ. What's going on, everybody? All right, and if anybody that's viewing the class want to jump in the class, go ahead and jump in. You get some of this lesson too. This is not just for the people that's in the class. This is for everyone. So don't be ashamed. Come on, get in the class, man. Come learn. All right, so last week, everybody did their quiz, and everybody did excellent, honestly. Everybody did very, very good because the whole point was for y'all to understand, the language, even without the original. Y'all understood the original and you understood the Assyrian. You pretty much know how to read it now. Understand what I'm saying? So we are going to have more lessons than that. But today, the only thing we're doing today is just going through a refresher. All right. So good job to everybody. Y'all give yourself a hand for that. All right. All right. So we do at this time, we recite the Hebrew letters, what American call alphabets. We don't call that. We call it our letters. You know what I mean? And this is how we learn how to read the Hebrew. Understand what I'm saying? It's just like their ABCs, but this is not our ABCs. This is our Hebrew letter. This is our language. This is the original, the Lashawan Qadash, meaning the holy tongue. And that's what Lashawan Qadash means. I mean, holy tongue. And also, for the viewers out there, just like they do in English, they read from the left to the right. We read from the right to the left. All right. So with that, I'll go ahead and start off. All right. So it's Abagadaha Wazaka Taya Kalamanasa Ipa Tazakwa Rashata. All right. All right, next. The ball off, you can go. Take your phone off mute.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha.
All right, good job. Good job. All right. Go ahead, Tierra. It's on you.
Khan. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, kan, la, ka, la, ma, na, za, I, pa, taza, kwan, ra, sha, tha.
All right, good job. Excellent. All right, Fred, it's on you.
A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha.
All right, good job. Most High Christ. Good job to everybody. See, this is all like when you're in this class, you're gonna eventually learn all of this. Like you're gonna be superb in learning this, and you're gonna be able to teach others. Understand what I'm saying? So it's good that y'all learning this, so y'all can be able to teach someone that do not know this language. You know what I mean? You might have a sister, you might have a brother. You know what I mean? For the brothers that want to teach brothers, you know what I mean? You can teach your brothers, you can teach your sisters, you can teach your sons, your daughters. You know what I mean? For the women, if you want to go through this with your sister, you got to hold no class, but y'all just sit down, look at classes, and just explain to her. You know what I mean? How did y'all get all this, the sounds, and how you read it and everything? It's very good for educational purposes. You know what I mean? It's very edifying. I mean, I love this, and I still do love it. Something that I got myself more into, but It's something that I always want to learn. But all right, so with that, we're gonna do our refresher. Our refresher, we're going all the way back to the beginning. All right, but I'm gonna do something just a little different. I think like the bar walk wasn't in at that time, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning when we did our everything from the beginning. But if you don't understand something, just don't worry about it. We'll help you out. So that's what we do. We're gonna help each other out in this class. All right, so what we're doing, our refresher is the Lashawan Qadash letters and their meaning. All right. For example, what I mean by their meanings, like right? We have means Allah, right? And Allah is what's in Hebrew. Who can tell me that?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
It means cattle.
Cattle, correct. I mean, I say you may know, you may not know, but don't worry, we got you. Anybody that don't know something, we're gonna get it together. All right. So that's what I mean by their meanings. All right. This is ah ah. This is also good for the viewers that may be just seeing this, and if they want to catch up with our refresher, this will help them out. You know what I mean? It's real good for them. So if you're new in class or you haven't written down notes and you want to do it now, go ahead and do it now. It's just only a refresher. This is not no lesson or anything like that. Just a refresher, just to keep us on everything. All right. All right. This is ah. Ah is the sideways eight. All right. It's Allah. That's the meaning. Allah is cattle. Allah is cattle in the Hebrew. All right. And I also want to do something else. Oh, let me put this up a little bit more. All right. That's cattle. Now, if everybody can remember, write this in the chat in the Assyrian. Go in the chat and write this in the Assyrian. Allah. And I'm going to write it in ancient. That's the ancient. That's Allah. That's cattle. I mean, so if you're using the word cattle, this is how it's written in the ancient. All right, for the new viewers. Allah. All right. Allah. All right. Okay, Christ. Good job. All right, y'all see the screen? That's alak. That means cattle in the Hebrew. That's how you write it. Alak. It will be like this. Almost look like my law. Almost look like a 7 or something. That's alak in the ancient. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right. Since we got that, y'all got it. This is we on the first letter. Alak is the meaning. Cattle is alak in English. This is in the Assyrian. In the ancient, and it's the Assyrian. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right. Well, I should have wrote both of them, right? I should have did both. I'm gonna do both this time. All right. This is ba. All right. Also, this is ba in the Assyrian. So this is the ancient, and this is the Assyrian. All right. Ba is what in Hebrew? What's the meaning? What? Anybody?
Salakia, son.
Go ahead.
Baya.
Correct. All right. Again, for the new viewers, if you don't know, write this down. Baya. We can give you the answer to this. That's Baya. All right. Baya is what in the English? What does Baya mean? All right. That's what it means. Tent.
Tent, right.
Tent. And house. It means tent and house. All right. That's how you say tent, and that's how you say house by Yah. Okay. This is how it's written in the ancient. That's by Yah. This is how it's written in the Syrian. By Yah. So anytime you see that, Ba, Yah, or some people might pronounce it as Bayata, but it's Bayah, right? These two will be connected, and this will be by itself. So that's how you know how to pronounce it. The Assyrian, it does not have that, but you know what I mean. The more that you practice in the ancient, the more you'll get it. All right. And also, you have to understand, it will not be, again, like I always taught at the beginning of our classes, you know what I mean, by your thought. That's how you will pronounce it, but that's not how you say it. That's just to help you out with the pronunciation by your thought, right? But when you got Dayath, you know it's by Yaf, not by your thought. Okay? All right. All right. Next one. All right. Who can tell me what this is? Go ahead. Right. That's correct. But what does it say? I mean, what is God? Gamal. It's Gamal. 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 Right? And it means camel. Oh, my bad. You might see this inside of while you're reading the Hebrew. You might see that. You see Gamal, you're like, oh yeah, that means camel. That's what they mean by camel. Okay, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, anytime you see Gamal, that's camel. All right. And how it's written in the ancient. This is how it's written in the ancient. All right. Gamal. All right. This is the ancient. That is Assyria. All right. And this is how it's written in Assyria. Gamal. Now, also remember the last class. Some books might not make the letters look exactly like that. So make sure you learn how to identify that. Those ones that I said, well, by like how many it is, Fred? By like 5, 4, 5, 6 that we have to watch out for. The short one, the long one.
I believe there's 5, sir.
About 5. Right. You gotta look out for this one, the long one, then the little shorter one. I mean, you just have to be careful for those ones that looks just alike. All right. All right. So that is how you say camel in the Hebrew, Gamal. So if you see this in the ancient, that's camel, Gamal. All right. Let's go to the next one. Like I said, this is only a refresher class today. All right. Now you have Da. All right. It's the other one that you have to watch out for. That may look just like the others. All right. That's the Assyrian. This is Da. Da in Assyrian. Da. Sometimes put you on to something too, also, right? You might see this. Let me do this one. Who can tell me what that says? Remember, I just said right before this, don't be confused with these lines.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is that the Wada?
Say it again.
The Wada.
Think about it.
That's you using the other Hebrew.
Say it again. You got it. Whatever you're thinking about, that's what it is.
The Wada? The Wada.
Mm-mm.
The Zada? Oh, that's what the Wada. That's what I said.
Dawada.
Oh,
Dawada.
the Wada. Salakia.
You got it. No sweat. No sweat. I mean, you might see that reading the book. You know what I mean? That's David. That's David's name. Dawada. Dawada. Also, if you see that, you know that's David. I just had to put y'all on something. All right. So the Da is the loft. And the loft means what?
Salakia.
I mean, not me. Okay. Yeah. I said it right. So what does that mean in English?
Salakia. Door.
That's correct. The loft is door. The loft. Also, you know what I mean? If y'all haven't got it, this is also what you can have in your arsenal. You know what I mean? Practice on different words. Like this like all these is just like the beginning stages of, you know what I mean, learning your letters and the meaning of these words. You know what I mean? Always the beginning. So these be the first words you learn until you started getting to like more different words to try to learn how to say also and try to keep in your memory box. I mean, we might know how to say all of these, but when it comes down to more words, we have to lucky. We have to also put that in our memory box too. All right. The lock. All right. This is how it's written in the ancient. All right. The lock. Or some is written different. I'm gonna write it like this, how it's written. That's the loft. All right. Now, in the Assyrian, it's written like this. The lock. Door. All right. All right. Next word. Ha. Ha. All right. And what is ha? What's the word for ha?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Would that be a preposition?
Yeah,
For
it
the,
actually will. But what's the Hebrew word first?
oh, the Hebrew word for ha?
Ha.
Salakia, I don't know, sir.
It's all good. It's all good. Anybody else? I got you. No sweat. It's hana.
Oh, I know. I thought you meant something else. Salakia.
No, you good. You good. Yeah, it's good to ask questions. Hana. So that's what I mean when I say what's the meaning or what's the word for ha? It's hana.
Con, sir.
Maybe I just need to phrase it the right way. Um, and you are correct. Um, what is this in English? What's hana in English?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Behold.
Behold. You're absolutely correct. That is a preposition. Excellent that you pointed that out. Excellent. That's a preposition. Behold. Ha, na. All right, because preposition goes in the front of the root word. All right. One second, y'all. Behold. This will be the root word, and this is your preposition. Preposition is ha. Root word is not. All right. So let's write that. And the ancient. Hana. All right. And this is how it's written in the Assyrian. Hana. Another letter to not get confused on. These are not connected. All right. If they are connected, that's your ha, the CHAA word. Ha. But if they're not connected, that means that is ha. Also, if it curves out like this in the back, that's tha. But it don't. It's only the ha. All right. And it means to be whole. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right. Wa. Or let me do the other one. Wa. Now, the reason why I wrote all three, because inside of the Tanakh or the blue letter, you might get either one, right? You might get the one that have a straight line, or you might get the one that have just like a little slight curve, right? This is Wa, this is Wa, and this is also Wa. All right. Thing about it, you will never get both of these in the same book. You'll never get both of them in the same book. Okay. This is Wa. And the word for Wa is Wawa. I know y'all might thinking Wawa done took our language, but they ain't took our language. They probably did. No telling. No telling. It won't be the first thing. It won't be the last thing to I mean, the damn heathens took from us.
That's right.
For real. All right. Wawa. And what is Wawa? What's the English word for Wawa?
Salakia.
What's that?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Hook.
All right. Hook. Wawa is hook in English. Hook.
Right. Hook.
Hook. That's right. Hook. Wawa. All right. So this is how it's written in the ancient. Oh my bad. Damn. No, my bad. Okay. It's Wawa. That's the ancient. And this is the Assyrian. All right. Both of them are divided. They're both are their own independent word. I mean, the independent letter. Wawa. See both of those together in the Assyrian? That means hook. Wawa. Or you can use this in a sentence when you're speaking to someone. I mean, that's the Assyrian. I mean, the ancient Salakia. Or you might get this right here. Wawa. 2 lines. Right? That's also the Assyrian. But this might be in a different book. This is in a different book. This right here will not be in the book unless you mysteriously find a book that have all the ancient in there. That right there, listen, you find one of those, you don't found gold. You don't found light. Listen, you found something. It's like being the richest man in Israel if you find the ancient book, which is ancient, I mean, writings. Tell me. All right. Let's go to the next one.
Yes, sir.
I wish we did find one of those. Or you know how evil read the beat? Hey,
Salakia, sir.
go ahead.
This kind of not off topic, but it's like random. I don't know if you heard of a game. I had played this game called Red Dead Redemption. and it's pretty much like Grand Theft Auto, but like Western style cowboys. And
Right.
it originates back in Florida, where the Native Americans were. You know, the white people were going against the Native Americans. That's the storyline of the game. And
Right.
if you walk across this vast map, you can find secrets and stuff. And I seen a rock that had Hebrew writing on it, just like that in the game.
Hey, you need to take a picture of that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I seen somebody take a picture of that or had like a little video clip of that.
Concert. I was blown away when I seen it. I was like, what? And then
Hey,
the storyline is crazy. How they got like black people and Native Americans portrayed in them is
right.
wild.
Hey, you need to take a picture of that or like a little video clip of that.
Concert.
Yeah, we can use that. We can actually use that. You know what I mean? Because even in what's so crazy, right? Because even in plain sight, they letting you know that the Hebrews are over here.
Absolutely.
The native Indians are the Israelites. That's what they hiding it right in plain sight, and they put it right there, like not even hiding it. It's right directly in your face, and you just have to decipher like, is this serious? Like, are they the real Israelites? Did they really come over here just like the same way we came over here? That'd be good for like a little video clip. That's real good.
Concert.
All right. All right. So the next one. All right. Might be a little bit too small. Yeah, that's another one that you don't want to get confused with too when you read the Hebrew. That's Zah, right? Zah. That's Zah in the ancient and Zah in the Assyrian. See if I got anybody on the backstage. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, Ashley. I mean, you can jump into class. You know what I mean? We always welcome everybody that's Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian in the class, man. Come on in. Don't be shy. The link is inside the chat, so if you want to jump in, it's there. Matter of fact, just go ahead and jump in. By you now, you can jump in too, sis. Y'all come on, jump in. It's for all of us. All right, Zah. All right, Zah. The word for Zah is Zion. Zion. And what is Zion in English? What's the English word for Zion?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Weapon.
Weapon. That's correct. Weapon. Right? So you see Zion, that means weapon. All right. So this is how it's written in the ancient. Okay. Zion. And this is how it's written in the Hebrew. I mean the Assyrian. right, you have to connect your microphone, sis. In order to get on the screen, you have to connect your phone. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta come. You're gonna All right. Yeah. All right. So Zion is weapon. All right, and this is how it's written in the ancient, and this is how it's written in the Syrian. All right. Let's go to the next. All right. This is ka. Ka. All right. So y'all know I'm real big on like pronunciation. So we have to make sure that we pronounce this the correct way in order for it to sound like you're speaking Hebrew. This is ka. Almost sound like the Arabs when they be trying to speak the same way. You know what I mean? They say this letter a lot. You know what I mean? But this belongs to us. This is ka. Ka. All right. Ka is kawama. All right. Ka wa ma. Kawama. All right. Let me write it this way. Ka wa ma. Kawama. I know it might sound fun after a while. You keep doing it. Sound funny that you know what I mean. He's hearing that same way of saying it, but this is how you say it. Especially like once you start getting into like, you know what I mean, start speaking it fluently, you're gonna hear it, but it's not gonna sound like you trying to do it. It's gonna sound like you did it, like you just flowing through it. Right? It's kawama. Kawama means what in the English?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Ladder.
That's correct. Wall and ladder. Wall and ladder. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yes, sis. Go ahead and retry it again. You just have to connect your microphone and your camera. Once you get on the live screen, it's going to give you the option to activate your camera and your microphone. Let me see. I can't see.
Oh, I was showing you. You said it means wall and ladder.
Con.
Can you spell the second word? I can't really see it.
Ladder. Latter.
Okay, thank you.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is it ladder like later or ladder like ladder?
Ladder.
Like you climbing a ladder.
Con.
Right, that would be this one. That would be this one.
Salaki. Ladder. All right. So Kawama is ladder and wall. All right. And this is how it's written in the ancient. We actually put it together. Kawama. All right. And this is how it's written. And that is the Assyrian. All right. So, like I was explaining to y'all, don't get confused with this. These are connected. This is not. So, this is the Ha, and this is the Ka. All right. Says they will need to connect their microphone and camera before you can add them to the stream. Let's see. One second. You still have to connect your microphone and your camera. You haven't did it yet. All right. All right. Um, you want to help out the borrower?
Concept.
I guess I'm gonna get in contact with her, and I'm gonna give her your number.
I think
If you
she
don't
asked me
mind.
to help her. Maybe that's what it is. Let me call her. She did call me.
Okay. So just help out. All right. Next word. Well, next letter is ta. 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 All right. That's ta. All right. This is the ancient. This is Assyrian. All right. That's ta. And ta is Tana. All right, Tana. And what is the English word for Tana?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Basket.
That's correct. Basket. Tana. All right. This is how it's written in the ancient. And this is how it's written in the Syrian. Yeah, I helped the sister get in class. That'll be Tawab. That's Tawab. The water. Your phone on mute.
Tell her I'm calling her phone.
All right. The water. Most on Christ. Yeah, we need to get everybody up in here. You know what I mean? So everybody gonna understand, like, because you know the good thing about it, I said this in a few classes too. You know what I mean? For like people that speak other language or people that speak different languages, if they learn this also,
Please leave your message for
that's what.
Voicemail.
All right, that's what. Yeah, for people that speak a different language, you know what I mean? This would be good for us to learn how to start communicating using our language and using their own language to get them to understand what we're learning. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm speaking English, they speak Spanish, they speak Patois, but we all know the ancient Hebrew. We all know how to speak it. We can go out and we can start teaching our own people. I mean, we speak to them in our own language and help them to understand how to say different things. You know what I'm saying? That'll be dope. It's a lot. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. This is the ancient, and this is the Syrian. All right, sis. If you have to answer your phone, sis. The sister trying to get in contact with you, so just answer your phone or just call her back. All right, and Yah is God. God. All right. All right. You can tell me what Yah mean in English. What we at the time?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And.
That's right. Man. Now, if you add Karab, Yod, Karab, that means hand of war. Hand of war. Yod Karab. Oh, yes, that's correct. It means hand. Right? This is how it's written in the ancient, and this is how it's written in the Syrian. Yod. All right. Also, let's look at the picture. This is how they knew what letters was which, because the picture looked just like what they was describing. Yod. It looks like a hand. You know what I'm saying? Or like look like a cattle. You know what I'm saying? Or Ba looking like a tent or a house. Everything that they described as letters, that's how you knew which one was which. Or camel, Gamal. That's how they knew what letter was which. So each letter they called it something. You know what I mean? Cattle, tent, camel, head, you know what I mean? Basket. This is how they knew what they was writing. Same things with same thing with the Native American Indians. Same thing. They had their artifacts, and they had the ancient Hebrew written on a lot of their artifacts. Just like Fred was talking about, you know what I mean? The game that he was playing, it hitting, not hitting, but like right there directly in your face. When you go look for it, have this rock that had the ancient letters written on it. You know what I'm saying? So, the same way they describe the letters, or how they understood the letters, they named it something. It was something that they named it. That's how they knew which was which. As far as like the alphabets, you can't even do that with the alphabets. You know what I mean? Like A, B, C. What the hell does that look like? You know what I mean? D, E, F. These letters don't even make no pictures. You can make a picture out of it, but what would you call it? So this is how they understood their I mean, that's how they understand our language. I mean, the ancient part. They made pictures out of it. All right. So the next one is all right. So I'm gonna do 3 different ones. All right, because you have 2 different ka. All right. This is ka. This is also ka, and this is ka. Ka, ka, and ka. You might look in the Google, and you'll probably find this or this one. All right, but this one right here is in the ancient. That's what we have on our board right here. But also, if you look into Google, you'll also have this too. That's also ka. So they are no different. They're the same one. But this right here is the ancient. All right. It's just this without this in the middle. That's ka. All right. Ka is ka. Ka. It almost sound like COP, but it's the AP. And it ain't cap either. It's ka. Ka. Like CAP. Ka. Like a lot of people, they get the pronunciation wrong because we don't use A no different. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, everything is ah, 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 ah. You know what I mean? We don't use it like cap. We don't use cap. Or like some people when they pronounce my name, they say mag. Mag. It's not mag. It's ma. Ka. Pa. Pa. Wa. Za. I mean, it's always ah, 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 ah. It's not mag. It's not cap. This is ka. So when you're saying it this way, you're speaking the language. You're saying it properly. That's ka. Some people might look at it and be like, "Oh, that's a cap." No, that's not cap. That's ka, 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 ka. All right. All right. Anybody can tell me what's ka?
Lucky.
Go ahead.
Palm of hand or palm.
That's right. Absolutely. Palm of hand. Palm of hand. All right. That's how it looks. If you look at the palm of your hand,
Oh, palm.
you can see like a design. It looks like a palm. You look at this, it looks like a palm. A palm. You know what I'm saying? You have the thumb. You have the other. You know what I mean? Don't worry. I know it's 6 fingers, but he deformed. Don't even worry about that. But that's the hand. There we go. It's a palm. The palm. See what I mean? They describe their letters just how as like a picture. Their letters look like pictures. That's how they understood their letters. That's a palm. See it?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you ever put water in the glove before?
What's that?
Put water in like them gloves, like them little hand gloves.
Huh.
That's what that looked like.
That picture.
It,
Yeah, it did.
it's 6 fingers.
Look, I said he was deformed. That was a that he had 6 fingers.
Right.
That was Captain Slaw. Yeah, that's what it looked like. I know I messed that one up. Looked like a clown hand or something.
That
All
was too
right.
hard.
So cop is cop. You know what I mean? And also we wrote in letters that only we can understand. Feel what I'm saying? Only we can understand. But you had some of the heathens that, I mean, they understood some of the things because if I'm not mistaken, they dwelt around us enough to learn our language. You know what I mean? Just like the heathen, the damn devil that came over there to America and he had spoke to the sister, the native sister in Hebrew. Y'all remember that story? Y'all familiar with that?
La, sir. What happened?
Yeah. So that's how he was able to come into that tribe, not to join with them, but to be able to dwell with them. I mean, I got to get the full story on that, but it was a real good story. And this how he was able to come in and infiltrate, you know what I mean, the natives. Because he spoke the language. You know what I mean, he understood the language. And he went in, um the sister the sister went out and spoke to the damn heathen, right? And she had said whatever she said in Hebrew, right? And they talked to each other, and that's how he was able to get in with the tribe, not to join with them, but just to get in. But they listen, they is very clever, and they use all different types of tactics to come in and infiltrate. You know what I mean? The natives, us. You know what I mean? The Hispanics. They did everything. I mean, Captain Captain Cesario, he tell it real good. Like the way that he broke it down, it's like, damn, that's crazy. And he knew exactly what they said. It's a book on it. It's a book on it. I'm gonna try to find it too.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
You talking about Christopher Columbus?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know.
Because I thought you said something else, but if you was talking about Christopher Columbus, then yeah, I know that story.
Was it Christopher?
Yeah, Christopher Columbus, he actually used one of the book of Ezra to find America. And
Right.
he had,
That
and
was
he
that was it.
Khan, sir.
That was it. Yeah. I mean, so they understood our language. So, like the whole point of me saying that, like when we made this language, when we came up with it something that we understood. But they took our language and flipped it all around in all different types of ways. Feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. This is the ancient, and this is the Assyrian. This is copy. All right, and it means palm of hand. right. Now, this is La. La. This is the ancient, and it's the Assyrian. All right. These are the different writings. This is how we write it in the ancient Hebrew, and this is how they write it in the Assyrian. It's the modern day Hebrew this way. I mean, like I said, they took our language and they made it where they can understand it. You know what I mean? Because they didn't understand our language, so they made it in a way that they can only understand. Right? And La is the mod. All right. What is Lamar in English?
The lucky
Go ahead.
staff.
Staff. Staff. That's correct. You see us walking around with a staff? The mod. I mean, each thing that you see, you just call it out. You see somebody with a basket. See somebody with a basket. You say what? You say it's a lot. You see some cows or some cattle. You say a lot. You see a tent. You say a house. You say by y'all. I mean, these are different ways that you can practice this. Or you can add it with English just to practice. You know what I mean? Close the lock. Close the door. And if you keep practicing that, eventually, you know what I mean, you'll eventually start understanding. It's just like almost like teaching a child too. Well, it is like teaching a child. You know what I mean? You keep saying things over and over again, they'll eventually pick it up. What's the other word for it? For repeating something over and over again?
Consistency.
Now it's another word. Repetitious.
Repetition.
Right. But once you if you keep using it, eventually that child is gonna pick it up. They're gonna pick it up. They're gonna keep saying the same exact thing. And if you keep doing that to each other, you know what I mean, eventually you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna pick it up. And that's how we need to be. We need to be like sponges. So that's how we practice it. We gotta keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. I mean, eventually we're gonna get these different words because it's a lot of words that we are not using yet. It's a lot of words. It's tons of words. Ooh, excuse me. But it's a lot of words that means the same, that has the same meaning. If you understand what I'm saying. So you have like Lamont can mean 3 or 4 different meanings. It can mean 4 different words in one. But it's still a lot of words that we have not, you know what I mean, brought out yet. But we want to eventually get all the words, especially words that we really don't use. We want to use those too. All right, so Lamont is staff. This is how it's written in the ancient, right? This is how it's written in the Assyrian. All right, that's La. La, Lamad, staff, ancient, Assyrian. Right? Okay. All right, let's do this way. That's Ma. This is Ma, and this is Ma. All right. B is for beginning. E is for end. All right. This is at the beginning of the word. This is at the end of the word. All right. So if you have a ma or an m at the beginning of a word, you use this one. If it's at the end of a word, you use this one. All right. So that means if this is at the end, obviously it don't get no A. For example, let me explain. Mayam means war, right? You have the M at the beginning and the M at the end. Now watch this. Ma, Ya, Mayam. So this will be at the end because why? It don't have no M. I mean no A. That would mean it would be Mayama. Right? This is showing you how to say the word. So if this is at the end, that means that M cuts off, meaning it cuts the A off. So now you have to drop the A to make it Mayam instead of saying Mayama. Right? And that's the proper way of saying it. So it will look like this in the ancient, right? Yeah. Mayama, Mayam, Salagi, Mayam, right? Because with the connectors, that's also showing you that the A has dropped. And it's the proper way of saying it because now you're saying ya and the ma together, yum, which make it yum instead of yama. When these connectors connect together, that means the A has dropped off. When these are two together, all right. This is independent. These are dependent because there's no more A. All right. So for the Syrian, it would be my yum. All right. We can write it this way. You understand what I'm saying? So if this is at the end, that means it only get just the M, not the A. But if it's at the beginning, it does have the A. That's what make the ma sound. and the ya sound and the yum. That means no more A because it ended. Because yum, my yum. So that's the purpose of changing it. All right, hope y'all got that. I pray y'all understand. Said I pray you understand. Said I pray you understand. All right. Next letter. No. And you have a long no. All right. This is the original. This is B for beginning and E for the end. So if you have a no at the end, this is the letter that you use. That means the A drops. Almost, it kind of reminds you of like, let me see, what's the word? What's a word that I can drop the Y and add IED or IES? You know what I'm saying? Just like the English word. You drop the I and you add. Let me see.
Slock it.
Go ahead.
Like, you trying to say, like, if it has a Y on the end and you want to make it plural and you put
Right.
IES, like the word honey, you could do that, I guess. No, because honeys is not a word.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out like what's the word that we can drop the Y and add I, either IES or IED. So
Fry.
it's like the point that I'm trying to make. It's just trying to help the point.
I got you like fry.
Good one. Right? That's fry. So in the English way or in the American way, you would drop the Y and add IED. Or you would drop the Y and add ES. If I'm not mistaken. You got fried and you got fries. So it's the same thing. When this is at the end, you drop the A. In the English way, if you want to make this past tense, you drop the I and add ED. Fried. So the one is another one. This is a real good one too. No. Wa. And you have na. The one. All right. So it'll look like this. Right? Now you drop the A and you just read just the end. That means now you can use this. just to show that you dropped the A. This is how you know that these two are connected now. One. Now, if they didn't, hold on. Now, if the A didn't drop, then it would look like this. And it is then you could say the one not, right? Because the A haven't dropped, because we're still using the beginning. Use the beginning for the end. That's just to show you that the end has not dropped, just like the beginning of the A. So the end A, you know that's the beginning because it have both letters, N and an A. This is how you know that the A did not drop, because you're still using the beginning na. But, and that's how you say no one not, right? But this is how you show that you drop the A when you use this. Now you can say no one. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's just like the example that I use with fried. Okay, you drop the I and you drop the Y and you add IEE. So it's similar to that. Drop the A and you use this one. The N not. And that's this one. The N. All right. One is sprout. Sprout. Spring up, sprout. One. Right?
Why? I thought so.
You want to say some Marvin? Right in the ancient first. All right, that's not one. And the connectors also show you that the N has, the A has dropped off of the N to make it one. Right? If we didn't use the connectors, now you can say no or not. See, that's why the way that we did it, the ancient, would be a whole lot easier to read. Because then they have the original letters and they have the connectors. You'll know how to read it a whole lot better. But they are together. This is how you know that the A has dropped off of the N, the not. All right. And that's how you write it in the Assyrian. Nawana. Nawan, fly. And that means water. No, my bad. I'm tripping. My bad. That's that. That means sprout. All right. All right, let's see what we got in time. All right. Stop. Stop. Samak. And what does samak mean?
Slovakia.
Go ahead.
Support.
That's right. Supports. And then established. Yeah. Established. All right. And that is written like this in the ancient. Independent, dependent. Right? Because the ma and the ka is together and the sa is by itself. That means what? Both E's dropped off. Right? Or if it did say, if it was all independent, it'll be some ka. It don't really even sound right. So it's a mock. It's a mock. Right? Which means supports and it means established. Right? This is how it is written in Assyrian. Samak. Samak. This is connected. Don't ever forget that. When they're connected, that's the ka. Right? Let's go to the next one. I. Right? I is Ayan. Ayan. All right. Ayan means I. Just how it looks. I. Looks like in Assyrian, it looks like a Y. Ayan.
Slovakia.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say if you make another loop on the Assyrian at the top, it'll be an eye looking in the corner of the eye. Like make an oval surrounding it.
Where?
Like if you complete the other way, the other one.
Oh, this one?
Yes, sir. If you like make a loop like all the way around it, not like that, but
Oh,
sir.
yep. They would have never understood that. That's why they had to write it this way. I don't know what type of picture they was making, or whatever they was doing, that helped them to understand, you know what I mean, the Hebrew. Like, how could you claim to be a Hebrew or a Jew, you know what I mean, but you ain't understand the original, so you had to change it so you can understand it. That didn't make no sense at all. So they know that, like, listen, we know they ain't the real Jews. They know they're not the real Jews. Right? That's how it's written in the ancient. And this is how it's written in Assyrian. Right? Also, it's the same thing with the K. I left out the K, but I'm pretty sure y'all understood that too. The Ka. Got Ka, got this Ka. Both of these are the same Ka. But then you have this Ka and this Ka. This is the N. Ka and K. Beginning, end. Right? So if it's a K at the end, a Ka at the end, you drop the A and leave the K. And you use this. This is Ka. Let you know that you drop the A. This is the Ka at the beginning of a word. Because it still have the K and the A. All right? All right. Yeah, we just flew through this here real quick. But, all right, so that concludes the class. That was just a refresher. I mean, you didn't really need to write no notes. If you did, that's still good, just in case you might have missed something. I mean, but this is only just a refresher, just to keep you up on everything. So, I mean, the water for everybody being in here. I mean, but you know, it's about that time to recite the Hebrew letters, and we're gonna close the class. All right. So I go ahead and start it off. Bagadaha Wazaka Tayakala Manasa Ipa Tazakwa Rashata. All right. Anyone wants to go next?
Salaki.
Salakia.
Abba ga da ha wa.
Salakia, so I'll go.
Hold on. She's going already.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Abba ga da ha wa. Za ka ta ya ka la mana za
Sa.
sa. That's what's correct then. I pa ta za kwa wa shata.
All right, good job. Go ahead. The bar walk.
Abagada hawa za ka ta ya ka la manasa I pa taza kwa ra shata.
All right, good job. All right, go ahead. Close us out, Fred.
Abagada hawazakata ya kalamanasa I patazakwa rashata da patazakwa rashata da.
Outside Christ. You know what? I'm gonna put that as a song for my Hebrew class. Watch. Yeah. God damn. All right. The water for everybody being there. I mean, most high Christ. And with that, let me say it slow for y'all. Shalom, Yahweh Bashir, Yahweh Shabbat Lahakal, Akim, Wa, Yahweh Shema, Alathar Bashir, Yahweh Shah, Lahakal, Akwapium. Shalom.
Shalom.
And y'all make sure y'all like the class, Baba Shah, and share the class, Baba Shah. Hey, the water.
Khan. I underbar. Shalom, Israel.